Mayegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh,
Oh, yo, yo, Mayegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
my people make you shout,
Oh, yo, yo.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Lórí
Good morning to you again. Good afternoon to you.
ọ̀nì Mayegun já wa sí.
And good evening to you, brethren, dear Templars. This is Mayegun Live.
Bó bá ṣe, àní Mayegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe é. Mayegun diary politico.
Thank you so much for joining me again. Please, before you settle down, take a moment. Read beyond the description of this broadcast. It's not that kind of, big, by the way. So yeah, it's not much. Like the broadcast, then share it to invite your friends, your not so friendly friends. Tag all of them. That Mayegun today.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Struvk. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀ Struvk. Lórí YouTube.
Over 100 people have been reportedly killed by Fulani terrorists in Benue State today. But so far, they have only been able to recover 50 bodies while they search for the remaining victims.
Àní ẹ̀
Also today, across Nigeria, including those who participated solemnly and privately,
ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
the victims of Tifnumbu's economic policies,
Aṣòfin tí ń
the end bad governance protesters
àní ẹ̀ Struvk.
who have been taking break. Today is second day, so they mourn the dead,
Àní ẹ̀ Struvk.
the protesters killed by Tifnumbu in 8 days.
Mayegun ti dé.
I will share some of that with you and others too. Share this.
Mayegun ti dé.
What today? So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you again. If you have actually been with us earlier today, while we were live this afternoon, majority of us were not aware that a community in Benue State was, they were in mourning because the Fulani terrorists overnight ransacked this village. And in that middle of the night this morning as well, they ended up killing what is suspected to be over 100 people. They have no specific number, but the casualty is massive. The attack is similar. Attack the defenseless people while they sleep. The coward way that the Fulani terrorists have been operating, spreading fear And the Nigeria system that has tolerated them, I mean, 8 years, we can understand that of 8 years of, murderous a period of Boko Haram. Do you know that under this illegitimate Tifnumbu, in the hands of the Fulani terrorists in Nigeria, just within 14 months, they have killed over 4,000 Nigerians and more than 200 security personnel under this criminal. I know that their own defensive card is to say, what do you want him to do? When Boko Haram couldn't protect them and save them, we know your likes. When the terrorism started in Nigeria by APC, Egbekegbe for power, 2010, while Tifnumbu was mobilizing, the Southerners in particular, on the propaganda front and, watching that war in the South, in the North, the likes of Boko Haram, El Rufaya, Alimodu Sherif, what's the other one? Shitty Man. They were conspiring, a conspiracy of terrorism against Nigeria just to get power. I am not making this up, okay? Because I know a lot of Nigerians suffer from what is called the Stockholm syndrome. It's even worse now, but coming to that. They wanted power. They invited Fulani terrorists across the place, which started initially as Boko Haram. Book is Haram. Western education is Haram. This was the political agenda of these terrorists from northern Nigeria, their political class. They waged the war against Nigeria. They got power eventually. But rather than disarm their terrorists, they lost control over them. They were not done. They decided to legitimize them by some of them transforming to Fulani terrorists. Suddenly, Boko Haram just took their own territory and maintained it, while Fulani terrorists were advancing for more territories, rather than for the government of Nigeria under Boko Haram to protect the people. What happened? The southern Nigeria that was people from southern Nigeria that used to read about kidnappings, about terrorist attacks, and some of them usually imagine, like, how is that even possible? They don't bring this thing to the south. Oh, it's none of our business, not their family business. Those who called it family business, are now those who are paying ransom to the same Fulani terrorists. So for 8 years, that some of you felt it was their business. Now you've discovered after 8 years that it is all of your business, all of our business. People are now sending money for ransom from abroad, not just food money. So you can't play that card of what do they want if Numbu to do? That's their business. You will be so naive and ignorant and maybe stupid to actually, if you are not naive, if you are not ignorant, ignorance means that you do not know better. That's why you can say that and say, well, it's their business, Joe. It's none of our business. When Buhari was there, what did he do? Right now, you are so much concerned about hunger, economic this, economic that. But remember, it was none of your business 12 years ago. But gradually, it took them just a space of 10 years to destroy Nigeria from within, destroy Nigeria's source of livelihood, agriculture. It no be your business, it no be your business. It has now spread all over the place, all over the country, that the entire country is now hungry. So what did Boko Haram, what did he do? They wanted to ram them. They wanted to legitimize them. Fulani terrorists were killing people. They said for us to have peace, your land or your life. Today, people can't really farm. They can't feed themselves. The economy plus the corruption, right? The economy is in total shambles. Corruption has always been in Nigeria. But guess what? People have been able to provide for themselves without depending on any government. But what did Boko Haram do? He shot Nigerian borders, unleashed their Fulani terrorists on the people. They killed over 66,000 people, displaced more than 4 million people in Nigeria, 4 million Nigerians in 8 years of Boko Haram. Now, everybody is paying the price, even though those of you who have never been to northern Nigeria. So don't play that card. If Tinubu continues in that tradition, now the news is back. You have been preoccupied with hunger, this, hunger, that. But people are still being kidnapped. People are still being killed. This is a big one. Over 100 people in a village called Ayati Village. The local government called Unkum Local Government Area of Benue State. The people, harmless people, women, children, they were not having any fight with Fulani. I mean, if a Fulani cow, for example, let's say a Fulani cow entered your farm and destroyed your farm, and you had that altercation with that Fulani, okay? And then you went, go back home. While you are sleeping, they are not coming for you alone. They are coming for the entire community. Women, children, elderly, physically challenged people. They are at the mercy of these murderers, these cowards. So it's no longer just northern Nigeria's business. When you are talking about bad governance, where your service chiefs are multi-billionaires, lording it over a country of 200 million people they can't protect, still demanding respect and allegiance from you when they gave you nothing. For hours, these terrorists operated in this community. And the survivors who managed to run out of their homes in the middle of the night came back to see everything gone, their community shattered, and their people slaughtered. The Nigerian army has been threatening protesters who are demanding for good governance. Good governance with good policies will protect everybody. But you still have the system that want you to believe that these murderers, these Fulani terrorists, they are one of you. And the government is trying to broker peace. How do you make peace with your killers? How? They said, we are Fulani-phobic. Some said we are Islamophobic. They called us so many things. And the people who were at the forefront of defending these terrorists, they were the Abubakus, the bastards of the land, all for power. So if you think it is still ideal to say, it is not my business, I am going to have to believe that anyone who says that is actually stupid, or that person is a cold-hearted closet murderers. You know what that means? Like, that person is going to be like closet murderer, a narcissistic fellow that enjoys the pleasure, they derive pleasure from other people's pains. For example, there are people in Nigeria, there are Nigerians, and there are many. They agree that Nigeria is not working. Some of them even knows that Nigeria will never work. Right? These criminals are going to continue to misrule them and all on and on like that. So there's nothing anybody can do about it. These are those we call the voluntary unbought slaves. So they derive joy in seeing people become like them. You get what I mean? Like, we have people who knows that with the way Nigeria is, they have no chance. But somehow they have this belief that with God, anything can happen to them. But until that time, if they are struggling, and you have a little bit of a stable life, no, it unsettles them that why can't you be like them? Why do you have to have everything? Do you have two heads? Then the moment they hear the news that, oh, he's lost everything now. If you see him, you will feel sorry for him. Are you sure? I knew it. I knew that that his money is not clean. It's not clean. Shall we know the work? I am a very hardworking person. So me, with all my work, everything, I'm not supposed to don't build house. Young boy, you don't build house. You don't buy car. Now you don't die. Now ritual, now money ritual. Look at the family now. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. I'm not sorry for him. Are we not all working? You know be panel beater. Since you don't do panel beating, you don't buy land. So, no, I never buy land. In this life, let us be contented because they want you to be miserable like them. And there are many. And that is why you should please don't be like that, people that just derive joy in seeing legitimate, hardworking people in pains. And you know how legitimate, hardworking people really gets into pains? I'm not talking about physical now. I'm talking about mental pains. When you are working, for example, you go to the bank, you have this business idea. Oh, look at this, my area. We are lacking this so and so in this area. We have to travel to so place before we can get so stuff. You know what? I'm going to fill in the gap. Man, I need money. How do I get money? Capital. Right. I'm going to approach the bank. Please, dear bank, can you please give me 10 million naira loan? They say, yeah, we can. We just need this start for you, okay? And how long do you want it for? Just a year. This business plan is, that are already awaiting customer for it. Right? Beautiful idea and all of that. And in the process, you may even create job opportunities for others. Abi, your idea. So you take this money. In most cases, banks don't give you that money, okay? So I'm just going to say you raise the money because most of the time, we usually raise the capitals ourselves, right? But let me use the bank again. It's actually going to suit this analogy. Now you start this business. Then breaking news. The government, the federal government has done so and so policy. Your business will now have to give the government 40% of your profits, and then you also give us 3%. Now, if you take your money to the bank, if you take 2 million to the bank, you have to pay us some percentage on that. Now, they are there now to start taking from you. Government decision. And then there you are. You are still owing the bank. You want your business to survive. The people who have no real plan or support system for you, without your brilliant idea, now they will suddenly come. And before you know it, you are already sharing almost 80% of your supposed profit on running the business, as well as paying these people who are going to take the money from you, line their pockets, buy themselves expensive cars, build themselves expensive houses, and all of pay themselves expensive salaries. There you are, hardworking guy. You are dealing with banks. You are dealing with those who are ripping you off. No support. Yeah. That's why you can say it is none of your business. Because policies affect you if they prevent, where you have no safety, there is no chance for progress or development. Now, policies that keep you safe, protect your business, and then you do your duty, hardworking person, you pay your duty and all of that, then that gives you progress. That gives you room for development. That is not what Nigeria is, if all of us want to be honest. So demanding for something better means even you who have business, so those of you who are looking for jobs, if you find any job now, you can have job security. Not these guys who are declaring IGR as development. How? That means they are targeting all of you who are trying to create an economy, despite the fact that the criminals who are making policies that should help you to create that vibrant economy, they don't give a damn about economy that way. They're only interested in, you are making so much money here. They will go back to their room, write something and say, you have to give us 25% of it. Now, you shouldn't mind giving them as long as they reinvest that 25% in that same economy, build the road, give you electricity, cut down the cost of running your own businesses, which is due to their own inadequacies, right? Then you can pay as much as you want, because the more you pay, the more you make, the more you pay. But that is not the economy they are creating for you. They are creating voodoo economy. The ones that is totally built on lie. And they want you to just take it that way. So if you have something to lose, when you hear news like this, don't say it is none of my business. Because directly or indirectly, it is your business. Whether you are living in Nigeria or you are not, it is your business. So they wrecked Nigeria with their terrorism and corruption. So that's why I said that before now, the corruption don't deny Nigeria. Like we don't talk and tete. But people were still able to grow their food. They were still able to operate within that corrupt Nigeria. Businesses and the rest of them were still able to, be created. But right now, what you have is a jungle where terrorists are claiming territories left, right, and center. Nigerians are paying taxes to terrorists. And it's not making the news. Over 100 people killed in Benue. They were going to call them to say, let us pray. Well, those people killed, there are farmers there. There are doctors among them. There are people who actually have role they are playing, impacting on life, even if it's going to be immediate community. And they have been killed. The effect is going to be what? You have more displaced people. Okay? So you have the economy of a place destroyed, which is what they've been doing. And then they ask you to go and kill. They want to give you rice. It is your business. Just same way for those who have who summoned courage and stood up, still standing against a system that is so rigged against everyone. But so many people are so naive that they are still defending it. Now I have something for you. What happened across Nigeria today, right? Where protesters actually, paid a candlelight respect, a candlelight procession for those killed by the Nigerian police as well as the Nigerian army, most especially in northern Nigeria. Over 50 people killed. Yes, they've admitted to just one. And for that one, they gave the father 300,000 naira. And we believe that's the compensation. So the father is asking them for justice. They said they've arrested the soldier that shot 16-year-old Sulaiman. Yeah. 16-year-old Sulaiman Mohammed, by the way. So they've arrested him, but they've never really given us any details about him. So there are those who remember them. 2 days ago, it was concluded that the last 3 days, of the protest is going to be to mourn the people killed, and at the same time to re-strategize. They are not like stopping anyone or group of people to still go out there, and people did go out. I'm going to show you that. They still continue it, right? So now that it is day 9,